From the KATC Weatherland, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, as expected, a scattering of showers and thunderstorms across Acadiana today. We'll probably see another round tomorrow, maybe not as widespread nor as heavy. Hey, but we'll take what we can get after such a dry summer, one of the driest summers on record. So let's take a look at the water vapor imagery, and we're looking at the upper levels of the atmosphere. And we see that big ridge of high pressure that has been so dominant across our region. It's all the way down into central Mexico. So we're getting little disturbances riding around the periphery of that high, and that's what we saw today. And we have another one queuing up across Texas over here by the we'll say the Big Bend of Texas. That's going to be crossing Texas overnight tonight and heading this way tomorrow, and that should generate more scattered showers and thunder showers. Plus we have a little bit of a focusing mechanism at the surface, a little bit of a frontal trough. We'd love to call this a cool front, but it's not much cooler on the other side. But with the very light winds on this frontal trough and where it's rained, we're seeing some patchy fog this evening, and might see that carry on through a good part of the night as winds stay light. So there could be some fog in the morning for some folks, so keep that in mind. Regional Doppler radar is indicating some storms east of New Orleans as we get over toward the Mississippi coastline, offshore Galveston, out in the Gulf of Mexico, but it's nothing but ground clutter now here in Acadiana. But let's back it up over the last 12 hours with Power Doppler 3, and you can see scattered showers and storms moving across the area. No severe weather, just some beneficial rains. Nice to hear the thunder, and if you weren't working this afternoon, it was probably some pretty good napping weather as we hear the pitter-patter of the rainfall out there. But things have quieted down. It's going to be quiet overnight tonight, and then we'll do it again possibly tomorrow with rain chances closer to 40%. Today was about a 60% day. You can see how the storms fired up during the course of the afternoon, but all is quiet now. Out in the tropics, we're watching 3 areas, 2 hurricanes, and 1 area of disturbed weather. That's probably not only going to become the next depression, but likely tropical storm. If so, the name will be Nigel, and it looks like it's going to become a hurricane as well. Margot kind of doing her thing out here up in the northeast Atlantic, and you'll see that meandering around for a while. We're going to show you the model guidance, and then we have Hurricane Lee. But this is getting a little bit better organized, so it looks like by the weekend we might have a tropical depression there that we'll be tracking. But again, no worries with that, and you'll see why in a second. Here's Lee. Lee, a very mature hurricane. There's a little shear on the system now. Still a potent hurricane, but more importantly, it's got a big wind field extending 250 miles out from the center where you have tropical storm force winds. 105-mile-per-hour winds right now. It's moving to the north at about 9. It's going to accelerate a little bit more, so pressure up just a tick since earlier today. And again, this will be moving northward. It'll be bringing tropical storm conditions. In the yellow here are tropical storm force winds. In the orange are your hurricane winds. So again, always, you know, we always show you the cone. This year, from here on out, in fact, I'm going to just show you the wind field so you can appreciate that the effects of a storm are way away from the center of the cone. So Bermuda gets tropical storm conditions. So does possibly portions of New England. And Maine, for the first time in 15 years, hurricane watches on the Maine coastline, making landfall, we think, sometime late this weekend, perhaps in Nova Scotia by St. John. Halifax should get a pretty good blow out of this system as well, and it may still be a Category 1 hurricane at landfall. So let's look at the big picture, look at the Euro model. Here's Lee, here's Margot, and here's possibly Nigel developing with time. You can see Lee making landfall again Saturday afternoon. Margot still hanging on here, and then perhaps the next system kind of interacting. This will be interesting to see how this plays out, but nonetheless, looks like another hurricane on our hands, but it looks like another hurricane that stays out in the Atlantic. So that is good news for us and the Gulf Coast. So all the showers that we had earlier have dissipated, quiet overnight tonight. Then tomorrow, a scattering of showers and a few rumbles of thunder. Temperatures topping out upper 80s to near 90, depending on the onset of the activity. Then it quiets down tomorrow evening. As for rainfall, don't expect much. There could be a few spots that might catch an inch of rain. Most of us, 1/10 of an inch or less. Some of us won't see any rain tomorrow. So overnight tonight, temperatures holding in the low to mid 70s. Tomorrow, back into the upper 80s to near 90. Could be the first time in 100 days that we don't see 90 degrees. Today was day 99 in a row of 90-degree plus temperatures. So a quiet one tonight. The fog an issue in some spots, not all of Acadiana. Then for tomorrow, we'll see temperatures pushing 90. We'll see. see scattered afternoon showers and storms and plenty of clouds tomorrow. So hopefully a day below 90 degrees, and that would be the first time since June 6th. We'll embrace that. But after that, rain chances go down and temperatures inch up during the day. But a secondary frontal trough comes in this weekend, and that's going to bring our overnight lows down into the mid to upper 60s. So some pleasant nights and mornings. 92, 93 in the afternoon. It's a cakewalk after 105,
Right.
110 degree temperatures this summer.
And maybe we end that 99-day streak.
Yes.
That's right.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Rob.